very important rule that we were discussing, how healthy relationships are important for the health and to keep yourself alert, active and alive till 100. So I think we were discussing about the family
relationships.
Relationship and family relationship. I think we have halfway discussed about it. So, but we can get back to it again. And I think we had discussed about parenthood
in relationship
and family.
Yeah, we have to have a good relations as a parents.
Yeah.
Then in the family, we need to
within the family,
we need to have a very good relationship. Then our healthy neighbors.
Right.
Very.
Yeah, it is. We must be knowing about the 10 commandments, like love thy neighbor is an important one. So
then you have the friends at your business level.
Right.
So we are working in an office. All of us are working outside.
Right.
And whether you are your owner, whether you are employed by somebody, or whether you are a part of a public sector company, we are working along with people. So we have our seniors, we have our juniors.
Right.
So we seniors, and it is a common thing, we don't like seniors. And
not always. You can take your seniors as your mentors.
We don't believe our juniors. So many times we have that common feeling, na? If we develop a cordial relationship in our offices, I think life could be different. Absolutely different. There's a nice Marathi play that goes on, na? Kare Durava.
Well,
एक मराठी प्ले आहे कारे दुरावा म्हणून मराठी फिल्म आहे मराठी serial.
Okay.
What happens in that is, it's the office atmosphere.
I see.
All youngsters, senior, junior, freshly joined people, very matured people in the office, and they all have different relationships. भांडतात, एकामेकावर प्रेम करतात, एकामेकावर, you know, they do all sorts of, somebody trying to convince somebody, somebody trying to change somebody, and the normal egoistic problems that arise when we are working together have been so beautifully described. बघायला छान वाटतं, पण ते छान नसतं. We need to change that. I think people should look at it and try to change that relationship into their office rather than repeat what they have been doing there.
Because I think office atmosphere is important, because finally it is affecting your mind. Absolutely. And your effectivity in work. If we are not happy at a workplace, we may not give 100% to our work. So
besides, at workplace, it's your most productive time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
That's the first thing. So if that productive time becomes a happy time, there's nothing like it. Absolutely. You can't say my boss is always against me.
Right.
You have to, it is nice to sit down and say, Baba, mala asa ka vatta? Why do I say like it? Why do I feel my boss does not like me? Or why do I feel that juniors don't like me, or juniors don't work the way I want? I think all this can be very easily managed just by sitting down and asking a simple question. Okay, ask your boss.
I think we should be open enough to accept and
just
open enough to ask, right, and communicate.
Like today, a time was come where uniform was a very strict thing. Senior has one uniform, boss has second uniform. Military, you see in military and navy and all those things.
I think some companies are still following it.
They are still following, but today many of us don't. Why? Because we look at, let everybody be same. Yes, at the kam sampler, now we are during lunch hours, everybody is same. The boss sits with you, your junior sits with you, your chaprase sits with you, and everybody enjoys a nice dinner, nice lunch. Okay, and if we can share during that time. See, if I am taking my lunch, my wife will always make bhaji, chapati, that's it. A South Indian will come with idli sambar. Someone else, North Indian, will come with different. Okay, and if we develop that attitude to share, you know, what are we sharing? It is not just little food that you are sharing. You are sharing your love, you are sharing your feeling. See, food is not just a material. My roti is not just roti. Behind that there is so much Somebody has gone to get the flour, somebody has paid for it, somebody is making it, your wife is sitting down early in the morning making it, putting all our love inside, and all those vibrations are there in your food.
Right.
Don't take food as something dead. It is something totally alive and active. And if we use food with that intention, while we are exchanging our food, we are actually exchanging each other's feelings.
Right. And lot of efforts have been put in many companies to make an healthy work environment.
This is one of the fantastic way of doing it.
Yes. Now people are coming back to, they are coming to terms for the work environment. All this while, all these years, not much importance was given to it. But now I think all the companies, all the workplaces, they are putting in a lot of effort.
Absolutely.
To make the environment healthy.
Absolutely. And that is absolutely
and
essential.
happy, I should say.
All this under a boss and worker, that sort of relationship does not stay.
Right.
It does not make our life grow. There will always be stress into that sort of relationship. And when you walk out of your office, you are so much tense. While if I am walking out of my office, if I can say hello, goodbye to everybody nicely and talk to them, yes, I am going for this movie tonight, I am going with my family to this program, and then the next day you have something else to talk to.
Right.
So just that altering, a little thought in alteration of this relationship makes a huge difference. Delhi, Kejriwal has done that, odd and even cars.
Yeah, I think it's working.
I'm telling you, one of the side effect of that, 14th day after this, one of my friend phoned me up. Doctor, my daughter's wedding is on this day, I want you to come. Kasं झालं? He said, he was a Marathi guy, and he says, no, I had to find a partner to share my car. So when I found somebody, we went together. On the third day, we talked about our family, and then I realized he was also looking for a girl. I was looking for a boy for our children, and both the families were at the same level. These relationship, they almost happen at the same level. Like a man who's used to a AC car will not try and patch up with a partner with a man with a non-AC car. So almost you partner yourself with a similar stage. And 15 days. So this is look at the happiness on his face. And it is not, see, everybody now has a partner, now has a buddy, now has a friend very close to his where he is staying or where he is working, and almost with the similar thought. So can you imagine in long run? Yes, the number of cars have gone down on the road. They have come down to half. Pollution will come down. But look at this, the sharing, what sharing and caring can do in our society.
Right. I think the sharing part has also been, promoted in schools, wherein they are, told to share their tiffins and all that. So this sharing things is a very healthy way of nurturing relationships in work environment, in school. And the more we discuss about it, the more we realize how important it is to nurture any relationship, may it be with your parents or family, how nicely it affects or positively affects your health and peace of mind. I think another point which you have mentioned here is that of
animals, pets.
Animals and pets.
Okay. Besides, of course, the neighbors are always there.
Right.
We always fight as neighbors, like India, Pakistan.
Not always, but there are some neighbors who are extremely helpful. It is very comforting when you have neighbors. Now about the pets, I want to know, there are some people who love pets, and some they naturally are not so comfortable with pets. There are some who are dog lovers or dog parents, I should say, and there are some who are not. It is by birth.
I can tell you one thing here. Till the time you have not taken care of a dog,
right,
okay, you may be hating dogs, But by the time you start taking care of keeping a pet in your house, keeping a dog in your house,
Right.
I'm sure you will always like animals. One biggest thing that happens when an animal is there, your dog will never elevate his ego above your ego.
Right.
Okay, at any stage dog will come to you wagging his tail.
Right.
Whatever little thing that you do, you do good thing or even little thing to him, that is the best thing for him. He will always stay himself, keep his ego below your ego. Do you ever fight with people who keep their ego below your ego?
No, that would never happen.
So only when they are
Right.
together or they are trying to bring it up and down.
And pets
then
is all they
you
seek
have
is
it.
love.
Absolutely.
Like I've got 2 dogs and it is
It
so
is not
beautiful.
this what they seek is love. What they give is love.
Yes.
He is only giving love to you, nothing else. He is keeping his ego below you. He is like a small man in front of you. He is only working for you.
Right.
He is only dying for you. He is only he does all that you want him to do. So once you have a dog with you, can you change that dog?
No.
Can-
They become a part of your family. They become your
Absolutely.
children.
They become a much
Right.
better children. Our children don't will elevate their egos above our ego.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have a friction, but the animals don't. This is one little characteristic that makes somebody love animals, and you will find so many people staying alone. They've got
And they have a pet.
everything with them. They don't stay in a family, but they stay with dogs.
Right.
And have you seen these people never go into depression?
Right.
You look at go into a psychiatric ward and find out if any one of them is a lover of dog. People who are admitted for depression, none of them. This is one of the best medicines for somebody not to get depressed, especially if somebody wants to stay in as a lonely man. You know, we have different characters. Somebody is very happy
Maybe
opening out.
you have to remain solitary. Maybe not out of choice. Maybe that is that is circumstances compel you to stay
Yeah, whatever
alone.
is the circumstances, whatever is your
So I
circumstances.
think owning a pet is one of the best thing you can do to yourself.
But of course, the pet has to be healthy.
Right. And that depends on us, like, how you keep the pet, because we
So-
are responsible for the health of that pet.
And once you start liking or loving a pet, well, you'll always keep the pet
Right.
very, very healthy. I've seen you go to some of the pet shops. There are pet spas now.
Right.
People come and spend 5,000 at a time every week. They don't go to spas for themselves, but for the dog, yes, they do it.
Yeah, it is very important that you groom it. It is like we go to the parlors, so we take the dogs. I've got 2 dogs and I groom them well. And taking care of them is another, kind of a hobby.
And when you are alone, when you are
Right.
worried, when you are tense, let the dog come to you. See what happens to you.
And kids also become different because they know how to love. Because once you start loving the pet, they become your friend. It's like a a lifetime companion. Well,
What a dog teaches a kid is to give,
yes.
because dog only gives.
Yes, and that is how that can be a part of bringing up your children, loving a dog also. Well, there are so many things that we can discuss on this particular topic. Healthy relationship with everybody around, that defines us and that defines who we are. But आमकां हांगाच ह्या विशयाक बांद घालचो पडटा, ह्या डिस्कशन हांगाच सोंपोवचें पडटा. पण आमी परत हें डिस्कशन कंटिन्यू करतलीं फुडल्या एपिसोडान. परत आमकां मेळत फुडल्या शुक्रारा रातचे 10 वरांचेर. Till then, from Alert, Active and Alive at 100, I bid goodbye. तुमचो धन्यवाद आणि परत आमकां मेळत Prudent मिडियाचेर. Keep watching and keep us in your hearts. Till then, goodbye. धन्यवाद.